Good morning, YouTube. I am just out collecting our eggs and making sure all the animals are fed and taken care of here this morning. We had our first Azure Standard pickup last night, and I posted a short. If you're interested in what we got and what the experience was like, go check out that short. But I'm gonna go ahead and look for these duck eggs, see if I can find them. Since we're not keeping them all cooped up in the coop since it's no longer winter, now I have to go searching for duck eggs all the time. So I'm gonna look for those, and then today is gonna be a busy garden day. I found one duck egg. Now, ordinarily, we have about 3 or 4 a day. So I'm wondering where the other ones are. Looks like they've been nesting around here quite a bit, but I only see the one egg. I found one underneath of our mobile chicken coop that fell over. So let's see if we can get that. Oh, bingo! I only saw the one when I was standing, but there's the other 3. Cool. 4 eggs. That's it for today. Looks like my comfrey plant is about ready for me to do the first chop and drop of the year. And my fern that I leave for caterpillars is doing really well. Not my fern. Fennel is doing really well. Don't see any caterpillars just right off the bat. We'll have to keep looking for that. The garden in the morning is just one of my favorite places. And as everything starts to grow up more, it's going to be so beautiful over here. What do you think, Murphy? Good morning. I want to go down and check the peony bushes in the front. The peony bushes that are on the south side of the garden, they have not opened yet. But on our way into town yesterday, we saw a farm whose peonies were just completely open and beautiful. And I noticed one down here on the north side of the garden that looks like it's trying. So let's see. Sure is trying. The rest of these are pretty closed still, but I imagine it won't be too much longer. Those are all still closed. Now this one is one that we transplanted 2 years ago when I decided that I needed a bigger garden. And it was right about there. And so we dug it up and moved it. And so it did not bloom last year, but it looks like it's gonna try this year. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I am coming out here to get a little bit of work done. The sun has gone behind the house enough that I think I'll be okay to do some work here in the garden. And my husband should be coming home in about an hour, and he's gonna take the kids, and I guess they're gonna do some shopping. I'm not really sure what they're gonna do, but he's gonna take them for a few hours and let me work in the garden without distractions, which is gonna be great. But right now, Maggie is actually sleeping and Miles is laying down resting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started while I can before he gets home and get as much done. That way, once he and the kids are gone, I can really buckle down and get a lot of work done. So I'm just gonna come out here to the garden, probably just prop the phone up on my tripod and get to work. So last night we drove by a farm just a couple miles to the east of us, and their peonies were opening and ours had not yet. And so this morning I came over to check on them, and none of them were open. They looked like they were close, but none of them were open. It's about 5:30 in the evening, and look how many have opened today. That one's really pretty. Sometimes I can be really terrible at filming when I just want to get stuff done. I just weeded where I'm going to be planting all of my cucumbers, and I laid down a nice layer of vermicompost. And then I came over here and this one, this final row here, I just sowed all of my watermelon and cantaloupe seeds into and gave it a good layer of vermicompost. And now I'm headed to plant my cucumbers, my birdhouse gourd, and my loofah gourd, as well as my kajari melon on the trellis. I'm probably not going to film that because I don't have a great place to set my camera up. But when I get over to the tomatoes, I should be able to film that if I remember. I'm not that great when I'm trying to just get stuff done. To lose the shoes. Sometimes I can't garden with shoes on. So here is a little bit closer look at some of my tomatoes. I am super excited to see them grow. I have space in my garden for 4 rows of 25 tomato plants. So obviously, basic math, that's 100 plants. I don't know if I'm going to do all 100. I might just do 3 rows and do an extra row of okra this year. Main reason I'm saying that is because some of my seedlings just don't look the best, and so I could go ahead and put them out for that 4th row, but I'm gonna have more than enough with 75 tomato plants, so I might just enjoy a little bit of extra okra this year. We'll see. It'll just honestly depend on what I feel like doing at the time that I do it, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's 7:30, and I have 1 row of 24 tomato plants planted. I have my trellis completely planted with loofah gourd, birdhouse gourd, 3 different types of cucumbers, and a kajari melon. I planted out direct sowed all of my watermelon, cantaloupe, and I did a red watermelon, an orange watermelon, and my cantaloupe, so I got that done. And then where I had a few holes that my green beans did not germinate, I went ahead and reseeded those. The rest of the green beans have already germinated and are up. And so now it's 7:30. It's going to take me about an hour to water all of this in. I'm going to go ahead and water it in. And maybe by then, my husband and the kids will be home. he took them to Pizza Hut and Walmart to be able to give me a few hours of dedicated work here in the garden. So I'm extremely thankful to him for that. And I have made good use of it. I am stinking hot and sweaty. I have been just like going back and forth, and getting as much done as I can. To have gotten all of this done since he left at 5:45, I'm pretty impressed with myself. This is a lot of work. So I'm gonna go ahead and water these in. I'm not gonna film that. I'm just gonna get her done and I'm gonna head on inside. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll keep chugging along at this garden, and hopefully this week we'll have an updated garden tour. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next video.